It's a 268 kilometre trip west along the Lassiter Highway if you want to get from Ghan to Uluru. But to be perfectly honest, I didn't take much footage as I travelled to Uluru. So this is proxy footage taken the day before somewhere between Mala and Ghan along the Seward Highway. Never expected these high-rising, I don't know what you call them, mountains. They're not really mountains, they're just hills. But flat on top. Kind of weird. I googled it. They were mesa formations. Okay, here we go. Attila, or Mount Connor, has a nickname, Uluru. As it turns out, unlike Uluru, it's the perfect example of a mesa formation. Could have sworn I saw Uluru about 5 k's away. Couldn't believe it. Like, Google Maps said I was about 146 k's away from Uluru. So it's pretty amazing. What is this? What's making this? Oh my God, surely that's got to be it. So what do you think, people? I'm about 150 k's away. Is that the rock? Uluru? What do you reckon? No, it's not, Pietro. You got Uluru. As it turned out, Uluru was still quite a distance away. 40 kilometres from Uluru. What's that in there? Is that an eagle? Doesn't look too hassled. Okay, so it turns out the last thing that I videoed that I thought was Uluru was actually Mount Connor. This is more like it though. That's it there. And over here, the Olgas? Don't know. Guess I should look that up. It was the Olgas, also known as Kata. But here it is. A mythical beast. Attila, Uluru, Kata were all accessible via the Lassiter Highway. Attila, however, sits on the Curtin Springs cattle station, while the other two lie in the Uluru-Kata National Park and are now jointly managed by the traditional Anungu people and the National Parks and Wildlife Agency. Oh my God, we're still like 15 kilometres away. This must be huge. After 100 or so years of battling over sovereignty rights with the white colonialist invaders, the Anungu peoples of the region were finally given back ownership rights in 1985, with the condition that the Anunga would lease it back to the National Parks and Wildlife Agency for 99 years, and it would be jointly managed. Yeah, not bad at all. Long way to come. And over there is the Olgas, a mere 56 kilometres away. Just a hop, skip and a jump. Seeing Uluru at least once in my life was truly a bucket list dream. There she is. And it didn't disappoint. Not only was it breathtaking to behold, but just being there, I could feel an energy that I can only describe as supernatural. There was a quality to the place, a sacredness that I'm sure, in one way or another, was felt by everyone. Or was it just all in my head? I mean, I'd been hearing about this place since I was a kid, and I understood its importance to the Anunga people, the traditional owners. I knew also that it was a geological oddity, a sandstone monolith flipped on its side almost 90 degrees by massive tectonic forces. And how could I ever forget that it was the place where baby Azaria Chamberlain had been taken and killed some 35 years ago by a dingo. Unfortunately, due to a complete lack of foresight on my part, I had about an hour at most to take it all in, before I had to hop back in the van and travel the entire 268 kilometres again back to Ghan, and preferably before sunset. I was on a tight schedule.